know I used the name Willy Wonka online, and part of the reason, well, the reason the Wonka came in was because I've always just really resonated with the movie Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Something about it has just always struck a chord with me. I mean, the whole thing is just a bunch of clips all strung together, right? And there's one clip in particular that just coming into my mind, and it kind of, I feel like it is a great symbolic representation of what I'm talking about when I'm talking about really stepping into the undefined and letting things drop away, and the feeling of having a weight lifted, really kind of going through the wash, so to speak. This clip here, I just love how it seems to symbolize the idea that we're all going through a wash of this mindset of the ego, and we're doing it together. We're not doing it alone. We're doing it together. And at first, the idea of letting this stuff, this crap, all these deceptive thoughts come up, I know I've definitely felt like I just don't want to do it. I just want to skip it. Forget all this. Just give me the enlightenment and the peace and all that, and let me skip the rest of it. So there's been resistance to letting it come up. But it's like somewhere in the mind, it was chosen to believe these ideas, to get attached to these ideas. So they need to come up. They need to be looked at and seen as false. And that's what we're all doing together. So to have the mindset go from, oh, I don't want to look at these thoughts, this feels like crap, to actually going through the wash and coming out the other side and being like, oh my God, I feel so much better. I mean, it's like this clip just sets it up beautifully. And the other thing I love is I also feel like it shows very symbolically that we're all doing it together, and that we're really, no one can be really ahead or behind, because we're ultimately one. It may seem like there's elder brothers, it may seem like people have taken their steps, but ultimately that's still part of a concept of linear time, and even separate bodies taking steps. And so in this clip, I feel like it shows that, and I'll talk a little bit more about that once it's done.
Behold the Wonka thing of beauty, joy, present. Places please, the dance is about to begin. Better grab a seat, they're going fast. Mr. Wonka, what's that they're filling it up with? Oh, ginger ale, ginger pop, ginger beer, beer bubbles, bubble-aid, bubble cola, double bubble, burpa cola, and all the crazy carbonated stuff that tickles the nose. Few people realize what tremendous power there is in one of those things. Yeah.
You think Slobber's too attached to know about this?
Just keep your eyes open and your mouth shut.
Everybody set?
Is this gonna go fast, Grandpa?
It's sure, Charlie. It's got more gas in it than a politician. Now hold on tight. Try to see what you can do. Western Eagle, stronger than lions.
Here's the wash.
Hey, Grandpa, what was that we just went through?
Hsawaknow.
Is that Japanese?
No, that's wonkawash spelled backwards. Gentlemen, the journey is over. Finest draft I've had in 20 years.
So what again, Mr. Wonka? I mean, that's as far as it goes. Can we block?
If the good Lord had intended us to walk, he wouldn't have intended rollers.
So I just love that, because it's like the thoughts that need to be washed, all the deceptive thoughts of guilt and separation, can be symbolized by that white liquid or foam or whatever it is just coming up. Like it starts to bubble up through the bottom until it just like overflows. It just spews out. And the reaction at first by the characters is, oh, this is nasty. What is that? Like, no, I don't want to look at this. I don't want to deal with it, right? Well, Wonka's just sitting there singing along, la 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 la, la 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 la. It's just like, he's not seeing a problem. He's not seeing anything really to avoid or anything really that's real. Like, it's almost like it's not real to him. And to see where they go through the wash, and the machine doesn't come out the wash until everyone is in the wash. Like, we're all in it together. No one's ahead of her, no one's behind. And so it looks like there's this machine and it's going into the wash, and then when it hits the wash, it doesn't actually come out until the one mind, or until the whole comes together, until we're all together, and then we see it come out all clean and pristine and sparkly, and then they're all happy about it. Best wash I've had in 20 years. Can we do it again? I mean, it's just like that. To me, that totally symbolizes the experience of letting the stuff come up, looking at the thoughts that want to say, I'm guilty, being willing to have the experience of saying, what if I'm not? What if I'm innocent? And the feeling, the mindset, everything that comes from letting it get washed, it's like, ooh, let me do that again, until there's nothing left to be washed. I feel like that's what's been going on, at least for me anyway. So.